The Jacob Media Sports Network, in partnership with 97.3 ESPN, brings you the Mays and Eytan Show.
Middays with Harry Mays and Eytan Shander.
Now, it's the Midday Show with Harry Mays and Eytan Shander on 97.3 ESPN Radio.
You know, Harry, I was going to pull the audio from this morning because you wouldn't have believed me otherwise. You criticize me all the time on this show for not bringing you up on my national show. I not only brought you up, I even gave the Twitter handle out.
No way.
So if you lost any followers today, it's
that's
because
the
of me.
reason.
Absolutely.
Yep.
It's my fault.
I think you've been doing that, actually, and not telling me
Sneaking
about it. Yeah, sneaking mentions in of Harry Mays TU, and that's why I'm losing followers.
On the national show, is that the reason?
I think that's it.
I have to be honest, man. I brought you up not knowing what was going to happen today. In fact, rather dreading what was going to happen today. And then I reached a conclusion. So it was great. It was like 7 stages of trying to figure out how you would be this morning, technically this afternoon, as we flip over the clock. Because you called something, and there was a bunch of stuff that happened in sports. And I think that normally, for you, Gary Woodland winning the U.S. Open would be a big deal. In the world of golf, it's a big deal. For us starting a show on a Monday, probably not the first thing we would open up with when Anthony Davis gets traded.
Absolutely.
But
the Phillies lose 2 out of 3 in
destroyed.
unbelievable fashion in Atlanta.
Humiliating.
Yeah, absolutely.
The equivalent of getting a 106-mile-per-hour line drive off of your head was what the Phillies went through over the weekend.
And that's
Atlanta.
basically probably the only way they won one of the games, just because they literally knocked Newcomb out of the game with a line drive off of Real Muto's bat.
Exactly right, man.
I mean, when a position player is your best pitcher in the rubber match game of a series, you've got major problems.
Seriously.
Sean Rodriguez, I'm talking about.
Absolutely right. Mr. Rodriguez, not for me. Not for you, I don't think, either, at this point. The Phillies have major issues starting back end of the bullpen. We knew this already, and now it's kind of coming to fruition.
Yeah, it was exacerbated this weekend when they matched up against a team that they are clearly below.
Absolutely.
I mean, it was very obvious. Like, that Braves team can hit.
Yeah, they're hot for a reason.
Yeah.
And you're right in the sense of you get a really good barometer of how the Phillies are right now, how good they are and really how they are as a team going up against the Braves, a team you're going to see often, as opposed to, and I know we put some emphasis, and rightfully so, because the Dodgers are so good in that West Coast series that couple of weekends ago.
Right. When they were out there, they had them and they had San Diego right after it, right? Yeah.
I feel way worse this past weekend about how poorly they performed against a team that's right there in their division than trying to put Philadelphia in some sort of playoff matchup where they take on the Dodgers and feel a little bit better about that.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, this weekend was very unsettling for me as a Phillies fan.
Yeah,
you're
not alone.
Now they're still in the tops in the wild card. I get it. It's not the sky isn't falling just yet, but they got to make a move.
You're right,
I mean, Clentak's got to reload the starting. They need a starter. They could use some bullpen help. They need to make a move.
Something needs to happen. Something needs to change, I think, at this point. You're right, and I don't know what options you have. Now, again, there are some bigger names, high-priced names off, but the reason why I even brought up Woodland and the U.S. Open, I'm sure you have this audio set, right?
I'm not sure if Josh has it from
Josh
Thursday's
Hennig,
show.
Our producer. Now, was it Thursday at Dunphy?
Yes, it was Thursday's show because it was the first round. The tournament had just started.
Okay. Now, is this like me putting that $40 future on the Raptors winning this where –
No.
Okay. And do you have any money? Your buddy did, right?
No, I actually had interest in Dustin Johnson.
Yeah, well, that
buddy
dream
of mine,
ended fast.
Yeah, a buddy of mine had Scott Piercy at like 150 to 1 or something.
Correct.
And that's how the whole discussion started because he shot out to a lead
Absolutely.
of like 5 under par, I think, early in the day on Thursday.
Now, where did Woodland now, right now, Josh and Hunter back at the studio are laboring for this audio because I know that you're like a kid in this case, where if we don't play this audio right now,
I wasn't even thinking about it.
In your brain, and you're just going to be derailed. All right,
No.
You won't be able to talk Phillies.
I'm
You won't be able
focused.
to talk Anthony Davis, Deadwood. I don't even know where you are right now.
I watched season 2, episode 2 this morning.
So you finished the first double opener for Deadwood. We'll get to that at 12:50. I know how you are, man.
I even sent Josh the Deadwood theme music because I thought we should start playing that while we talk about the episode.
I like that. That's a very smart decision.
Sort of loop it, so it continues for a good couple of minutes, and then we could play it underneath us talking about the episodes. because I like the theme song.
It's a good theme
It's
song.
kind of cool.
Yeah, and I'm usually anti-theme songs. Like, there are a lot of bad theme songs out there.
Yeah.
I always skip intro.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, always skip intro. And Deadwood,
Even the Game of Thrones ones? Because it was such a cool intro.
5 minutes.
I know, but it was cool.
I want to get to the listen, I've been waiting a week. I'm not binging. Maybe if I were binging Game of Thrones, but I've been waiting 6.5 days, technically nearly 7 days, to watch that crap show. I'm going to get to it as fast as humanly possible.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
At Harry Mays to you.
No, I wasn't
Shander
even
Show.
thinking about this audio.
Oh,
I
yeah.
sent a text to Josh over the weekend. If he wound up winning, we should play it. But I'm not focused on it. I'm here to talk about the major sports that people care about. And I know I care about golf, but a lot of people don't.
Yeah, and I think if you want to find a storyline or two, there are a couple. But I was just going to say for the fact that you nailed it, and a lot of times people
I
get
didn't
on
nail it. It's not like I predicted he would win.
No, I think you want to play the audio more so because I told you Gary Woodland wouldn't win.
Right. Well,
is that it?
No,
I went full Russo on you. Like, listen, I got to be honest. Neither one of these guys got a shot.
Listen. This was the greatest weekend for Wilson Sporting Goods since Castaway came out.
Those are my
Okay,
clubs.
and I know that's what I'm saying. You should have special. He should be your favorite golfer, this Gary Woodland.
He is now.
Because he plays Wilson irons, and that's what you have.
I thought he
as
was
of last week.
Listen, Harry, I thought the storyline ended with him being a washed-up college basketball player.
At Washburn University,
Yeah.
before transferring to Kansas, where he played on the golf team.
Right, he wasn't playing with Joel Embiid then.
No. He realized at Washburn that he couldn't play college basketball.
Not Gary Washburn, right?
No.
Where's he from?
Gary Washburn.
Yeah. Is he from the Boston Globe?
No idea.
Is he the guy that
I
was
have
the
no
one?
idea.
Who was the guy who voted for Carmel? Yeah, Gary Washburn.
Oh, okay.
Right? Boston Globe.
What did he do?
All right, well, we'll move on.
All right, good.
But I just want to make sure that I got it right. Used to cover the Celtics at the Globe.
Never
I'm sure
heard
you've
of
had him on
no,
before.
No, I've never heard
No?
of him. No.
All right. Well, we're live on Twitter at Harry Mays to you at Shander Show. You can see the broadcast there. The Twitch channel, Mays and Eytan, is in full effect as well. And you mentioned the crazy weekend it was. Think about all the things that we saw over, 2.5 days. We had Anthony Davis get moved, which was immediately after the NBA season technically ended.
Well, that's the thing. This is all LeBron. I figured this out this weekend. LeBron couldn't stand not being in the playoffs and not getting any attention during the entire NBA playoffs. So what does he do? As soon as the Raptors win the championship, the next day he calls Pelinka and says, you make this deal and you make this today. We got to get back in the news, and we got to steal the thunder of the Toronto Raptors and Kawhi Leonard.
Well, you know what? Good, because that parade was horrendous.
It's going on right now, I think.
It's terrible.
What do you mean? Drake's up there on the float?
St. Louis did the parade right, all right? Brett Hull.
Well, yeah, because they're a bunch of drunk hockey players.
Absolutely.
No kidding.
But Kawhi Leonard being removed, was Vince Carter even at this thing?
I don't know.
Drake was more visible than anybody else.
There's a fake Kawhi Leonard out signing autographs for the people.
Now, that was at the game.
Yeah, there's more audio from the parade,
correct.
right?
He's singing Gloria, and the best part about the whole thing is the parade always has music, right? Mm-hmm. So in the background, and I don't know if we have this, but I'll try to send it to Josh and Hunter. They're really good at finding stuff, too, on the fly. But you can hear in the background the parade music playing while Hull is screaming Gloria.
Yeah.
Now, he's mangling an already awful song.
It's already a bad song, but his version is way worse.
The best part about it, though, Harry, is that DMX song, Y'all Gonna Make Me Lose My Mind Up in Here, is playing in the background while he's singing to Gloria. It is so funny, the juxtaposition of the two.
Talk about a mashup.
Yes,
we're going DMX and Laura Branigan sung by Brett Hull. How about that?
That's a trio that I don't want to be a part of.
That's unbelievable.
By any means. And meanwhile, you've got Drake, who's dominating the Toronto parade. Mm-hmm. Maybe I was just numb to all of the Patriots parades. Here we go.
There it is.
That was playing in the background to Brett Hull singing, Gloria! Gloria! He at least knew the words.
Yeah,
I'll give him that.
Well, he knows the name of the song. He doesn't know
does.
the words of he doesn't know a verse.
Now, there was somebody out there who put that you could outdrink Hull. Are you willing to take that challenge?
I'll take the challenge, but I guarantee you he could drink me under the table.
There aren't many people that I think you would be confident in saying no to.
He's
one
a
of them.
beer guy, though, I think, right? I mean, he's a guy who probably sit down and drink 30 beers.
Well, I mean, I never was a fan of trying to ratio out. Well, you drink 12 beers to my 2 whiskey shots because it just affects you.
No, I
differently.
know. It
and
does.
you're drinking vodka like I'm drinking vodka.
Right.
So I don't think that we can like Brett Hull would have to sit down and start pounding vodka. I think
Right.
his body can handle it.